Hey everybody, this is Dalton from Fishing with Dalton. We're out here today on Shearon Harris on December 31st, last day of the year. We're gonna see if we can't get a couple crappie in the boat today. We're not looking to keep any, but we're looking to catch some. The air temp is about 27 degrees and it's a pretty chilly morning, but there ain't much wind, so we should be able to hang in there for a while. But I'll get back to it. We'll get on some crappie. There's one. That's a pretty decent one. He's an eating size crappie. Got it right to him. Pretty good fish right there. Good eater size, not a giant though. Ain't keeping none today. There's one. Yeah, that's alright one. Not a giant, but it's a fish. Ooh, gotta be careful, it's real cold, so it's the line when I was taking one of the other ones off, slicing my hand open. He seen it and he wanted it. So, it's a pretty one, pretty crappie. Didn't even feel that one. Well, they're biting this color a little bit better today. I've never really used a color like this. Cut me. That's a good, pretty little crappie. Good eating size, healthy fish. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, I had a crappie the whole time. I was changing my GoPro battery. Had one on. Huh. Started reeling up. There's a fish on there. That's crazy. It ain't a very big one. A small little crappie. There he is. That's a pretty good one. Whoa, golly. That's a better one. That's what we're after. Fish at least this size. He's a good fish. There he is. Oh, there's another one. You know, sticking to that fish, you know, when they're still like that, usually they'll feed. Not a very big one, still a pretty crappie. They've got his attention. You know, sometimes you gotta hold it right on their head for a while, and that's okay. He's an alright fish. He ain't a very long or fat one, but still a good fish. There's another. They must be feeding now, which is a good thing, you know. He's not that good, but he's an eater size. Yeah, you just go to Walmart, get these for $3. Pretty good deal. Gonna have to change this, I think, here in a minute. These Bobby Garland baits do tend to hold up a lot longer. The reason I started using them was I used to use minnows, but I had a bad habit of forgetting the little net for my bucket at the storage shed or wherever, and it'd be 20 degrees out and you're fishing minnows out with your bare hands. That is miserable. So I started using these Bobby Garlands. Kind of shake my rod a little bit. Try not to overwork this, because you can overwork this. The fish do not like that, and it will spook them. But typically, you ain't gotta do too much with these Bobby Garlands. No, that's not to say minnows don't work good. It's just, it's a lot easier with these Bobby Garlands, to be honest. There's another one. He's alright, he just ain't that big. There. Once you pull them out of the water, but they want this jig. Usually you can tell if they wanted it by how far in the throat it is and how well they choke it. If they barely bite it, you know, they probably don't want it. Good little fish. We started today, that's the longest it's ever taken me to catch one. You just gotta try out different colors. That's why when I stop in Walmart sometimes I'll just buy a couple different kinds of Bobby Garlands. So I got a couple different colors to try. And that seems to work. Small guy, but still fun, you know. Catch some crappie. Alright, we're back to it. Got a new Bobby Garland put on. That one had gotten pretty torn up, you know. Caught a lot of fish today with it. Never actually used that color before. It was just something I thought could work. A little bit of chartreuse and blue it looked like on it. There's one. Got him right there, tricked him. That's what we're trying to do, just trick these fish. It's a good one. Well, not really, he's pretty small. I do see some over here. Looked if I can still see them on here. Stumbled upon some good fish, it looks like. That are feeding. I should be able to catch a bunch of them right here. Well, I don't know if we got that last catch on camera, but you know, I think we have stumbled on some feeding crappie. There's one right there. Hey, he's alright, he ain't the biggest. Boy, is he lively. That's a pretty good eater size crappie right there. Yep, that's a real good one. That's probably my biggest one today. Right here on the Bobby Garland. He definitely doesn't look small on the Livescope. He definitely stood out. We'll get a measurement on him. See what he ended up being. right at 12. Yep. Usually we catch a lot more of these larger crappie. Catch a couple 14s a day usually. That's a good one right here. Are we finally gonna get this fish? Yep. See, that's a good one. Wow. He just stabbed me right in the spot, right in the side with his spines. That's a pretty good one right there. That's a good crappie. Good crappie. Sometimes you won't even feel them. These are some good ones. They're a little bit more shallow, these bigger ones yet. But they're a lot easier to catch. As soon as it drops in front of them, they just take off running towards it and go bite it. There's one. Not a very good one. There's one. He's an itty bitty one. That's what we call these, itty bitty crappie. Got one on there, didn't even realize I was not recording. I was tangled up. That's the craziest thing. If you look at that, he isn't even hooked, he's just tangled. He's held on by the eyelet of the jig. Wasn't even hooked. Craziest crappie catch. There's a good one. You know, this is a pretty good one. Eater size crappie. We'll catch one more, and then that's gonna be it for us for today. This is gonna wrap it up right here. Well, nah, he's too small. That's gonna do it. In the 22-23 fishing season with a nice crappie. He might have already been caught. That's gonna do it for me. This is Dalton with Dalton Fishing for crappie today on Shearon Harris. Have a good New Year. Hey everybody, this is Dalton from Fishing with Dalton. Just a little recap of today. Today we went crappie fishing on Shearon Harris and we did pretty well. Fish were a little bit more finicky around there. We used a 10-foot ACC Crappie Stix and with a chartreuse jig head and a Bobby Garland. That was about it. It was a fun day. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, like and subscribe for more content.